Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully, you enjoyed your weekend. Let us get into the new music for the day. We have got the rest of the ONEUS release to check out, the Pygmalion EP. Now, I think I've been calling it Pygmalion all throughout the MV. I've now realized that it's pronounced Pygmalion. So, that's what we're going to call it today. We have, this is a 5-song EP. Fresh off of checking out the title track Erase Me. Holy crap, what a time that was. And of course, we listened to Unforgettable. It dropped as a pre-release a little while ago. So we have got Intro, LETHE, we have got Echo, and we have got Halley's Comet to check out. 3 songs, nice and short. Let's just jump right into it. We are over on the Spotify. Because I think better audio quality from my end, as well as no reliable lyric videos for all of them yet. And lyric videos, admittedly, I would have liked to have color-coded lyric videos for all the songs because I do want to learn a little bit more about this group, but I don't want to run the risk of having very incorrect lyric videos, especially at this current phase where I am trying to actually learn the members and what they bring to the table. So we're just going to enjoy the music in this form for now. I'll figure out going about learning ONEUS later down the road. But I'm very much excited for this. The 2 songs we listened to, Erase Me and Unforgettable, as a pre-release. Both songs, all they've done is just get me more invested in this overall project. And here we are, the culmination of it all. We have got the EP to check out. As these album listens go, usually, if this says survived YouTube content ID, that means you're watching this over on the YouTubes, and that means the timeline is going to be chapter based off of whatever song we're listening to. If you want to skip ahead to a certain song, things like that. But we are going to start with, actually, let me pull up the album credits very quickly. Here we go. ONEUS's Pygmalion 9th EP. Intro, LETHE. Lyrics by Lee Sang Hoi, Soyoung Bae, Lee Hoo Yang, or Lee Hoo Sang. Composed by Lee Sang Ho, Soyoung Bae, Lee Hoo Sang, and arranged by Lee Hoo Sang. Okay, here we go. Intro, LETHE.
너라는 나무가 뿌리 깊게 자라 내 몸을 겨우겨우 감아 벗어나려 해도 방법은 없어 차라리 불을 질러 태워 망각이란 죄가 물을 마셔 널 줄 수 있다면 과거에 갇힌 날 구해줘 어서 기억의 괴롭힘 속에 뭐하러 이렇게
I can't tell if the song is quiet or Spotify is quiet, but it feels a little bit quieter.
기억의 숨을 끊어버려 네 흔적들이 목을 조여 fade out, fade out 절벽 끝에 서 있어 no way 너를 지울래 erase set me free 기억의 숨을 끊어버려 네 흔적들이 목을 조여 fade out, fade out 내 기억에서 나가줘 erase
I love that the high, almost fluttering vocals are mimicking the string section. Especially that little motif. What a dramatic way to start the album. They are really riding on that string element, aren't they? Especially because this leads into Erase Me. I like it. It is a little bit mysterious. It is a little bit refined. It's very much, in terms of aesthetics, Phantom of the Opera-esque. Phantom d'Opera. It is that kind of vibe, the mystery, but also the refinement. You feel? I like it though. I like it. Erase Me is such a good song. Very interestingly composed. Really enjoyed it. Unforgettable, also a very good song. And admittedly, that was the intro, so we don't really have a lot to talk about apart from that. It does set up the album very nicely, especially for the title track. So, let us move on to Echo. We're skipping forward quite a little bit. Echo, lyrics by Kim Min-gi, Park Hyun-kyu, and LETHE. This is the only song on the album with member composition credits on it. That's cool though. LETHE got involved. Hell yeah. Composed by Kim Min-gi, Park Hyun-kyu, and LETHE. Arranged by Kim Min-gi. Very nice. Yo, shoop. Really smooth. Like, really smooth. Interesting mixing as well.
하고 싶은 대로 해 난 그래도 돼 볼륨은 지금보다 크게 We got nothing only 15 minutes 보고 싶어 네 모든 게 Sun comes up but we can't sleep 깨어 있어도
It's really floaty and really light and really vibey and I love it. And their vocals fit really well on it as well.
하고 싶은 대로 해 난 그래도 돼 볼륨은 지금보다 크게 We got nothing only 15 minutes
That swell is so perfect. It's nice and slow and you get there very gradually, but it's noticeable. Pairing the two-two-twos with the whistling. That bridge was wild. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me focus. Was there a key change hidden in that bridge somewhere? Wait, hold on. Did they... I'm gonna go back and try and listen to the second chorus again, because I'm pretty sure they snuck in a key change in that bridge. I don't actually know, so give me 2 secs. They didn't, it just feels like they did. Oh, whoa, that bridge was weird. That bridge had something going on with it. What was it? Yeah, out of Just like a bloom. 내 맘이 bloom. got the chain, 완전 소린. 아름답게 울려 퍼지고 환한 조명이 비치면 우린 서로도 동기화가 돼. That is a wacky bridge. The bridge genuinely feels like they fuse like this really chill synth beat with the chord sequence you get from jazz fusion from like the 1980s and 70s. Because that chord sequence should not fit in that song there, but it does. And because that chord sequence is so out there and is so different, it feels like you kind of forget what happens before the song because it has that much power, at least for me as someone who listen to this kind of like synthy jazz fusion stuff from the 1980s, especially Japanese synth fusions, like groups like Cassiopeia and T Square growing up, but also having played classical orchestral music growing up, and where keys are very much straightforward. This is a very tasteful bridge. It's a very impactful bridge. And it's one of those bridges that legitimately has made me forget what's happened before because it has so much power over my musical brain. Whoa, what a time. And then by the time you get to the final chorus, you forget if you're in the right key or not now. Oh, that's cool. I haven't had a song affect me like this, or affect my musical brain like this in a hot minute, so I'm very pleased with this. I am very pleased with this indeed. Okay. Final song on the album already. Final song on the album already, man. 5-song EP, and I guess we've listened to 2/5 of it already, so that makes sense. Plus one of them is an intro. So we've technically listened to half the album already. Before even starting the album, so that's sad. I'm really enjoying this project already, and I kind of want more, even though we haven't even listened to a song yet. I want more. So, final song, Halley's Comet. Lyrics by Jimin Ho, Park Hyung Kyu. Composed by Jimin Ho, Park Hyung Kyu, Kim Jin Ho, and arranged by Kim Jin Ho. Last song on the album typically means a ballad, but on an album this short, I don't know if they would have squeezed one in or not. But typically, whenever I go into an album blind, the last song, I always go in thinking it's a ballad, so. Ballad. Not sure yet. Ooh. I love the fingerstyle guitar right now, though. Especially because it's the acoustic guitar lead in. Oh, yeah. It's a bit quick to be a ballad, but it's very similar to it. It's a proper anthem. Okay. It feels J-rocky. I kind of like it. It feels like a Japanese pop rock group. Peep the background vocals as well. You probably click on that. Oh, syncopated drum fill, hell yeah. Let it shine a little bit, okay. Oh yes, thank you for letting the hell note shine. more vocals. Give me all the harmonies.
살지 못해도 더 환하게 기억될 순간에 우리를 기다려.
And then finish it with the isolated guitar. And a resolution at the end as well. What a great way to end the album. It's very, very much a J-rocky, a really light J-rocker, like a pop rock type song for me. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am Japanese. I grew up around Japanese music primarily before I kind of delved into like 1980s rock and metal music from my parents. So stuff like this does have a soft spot in my heart, but Halley's Comet really does give me very big nostalgic vibes. But it also gives me the same kind of emotional feelings that I would get listening to ballads. So I find ballads to be a really healing and cathartic listening experience, especially when I'm in a mood or an emotional state, which kind of sounds counterproductive, right? If I'm already in an emotional state, why be more sappy and emotional listening to emotional music? But for some reason, that kind of almost counterintuitive, or I don't even know what word I'm trying to say. The counterintuitiveness of listening to an emotional song in an emotional state, it gives me that healing element to it. And while Halley's Comet is not a ballad by the traditional means where it's that slow emotional bit, it is quite a quick song in terms of ballads, but it's got the emotional qualities of a ballad, which I absolutely love, and it's packaged in a sound signature that I absolutely love. And frankly, based off of the album, I would say it's a pretty appropriate way to finish the album. Because it's a fairly short album, all things considered. I think if there was one more song on the album, you could get away with a really, like, a traditionally slow ballad. But with the kind of shorter length of the album that this is, and the kind of pretty high-pacedness of the title track and the first B-side, Unforgettable, this pacing for Halley's Comet checks out. And I'm glad it does. This is... Oh, Halley's Comet might be my favorite B-side on the album, although Unforgettable's pretty close up there. All in all, like, I can genuinely hand on heart say that I enjoyed this project immensely. I didn't know what I was getting myself into with ONEUS, because admittedly, actually, let me even go and... I'm looking at the top 10 songs, the top 10 ONEUS songs that's, or the popular, like, top 10 that show up on Spotify. And I genuinely don't know if I recognize any of the songs on here. And that's exactly the mentality I had going into the pre-release Unforgettable back when that dropped. I knew him by name, and I knew of a member. I didn't even know who they were. But I checked them out in the hopes that, I'd find something that I really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed the pre-release. And that excitement level kept me going until today when we got the official MV for the full release. And I really enjoyed the full title track. Erase Me gave me a feeling that I haven't really experienced in a song in a little while. I mentioned it in the MV, but up until I did the album listen, I had not been like this excited about an album I was not even planning on listening to since, gosh, I don't even know when. There have been groups that have had similar experiences with where it's like I've picked up bits and pieces and then eventually caved and did like a proper deep dive, like B2B. Very recently, it was Icon through Bobby. But with ONEUS, I was entirely in the blind until the pre-release and the title track, and I was so invested in this project. And frankly, I don't know where it will end up on my album of the year list for boy groups. So let's see it. Let's actually see who's on this list right now. Oh, I reckon this album could rank pretty high on my top 10 boy group albums of the year. I enjoyed it that much. Coming from someone who knew barely anything about this group a month ago, that's saying a lot. ONEUS, you have extremely impressed me with this, and I'm so happy about it. I am so happy that I found this group. Happy I took the time to listen to this. It was just a brilliant time. Hopefully you all enjoyed it as well. Thank you all for watching. But that is it for me today. One last request from me. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten someone else's day today. So a small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day. There we go. And even though I am just some guy on the internet who waffles about music, just know that if you're ever going through a time in your life, no matter what the reason may be, wherever you are in the world, just know that you will always have a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on in me. So, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.